name is Bevington-Clark and I'm going to be talking about goals. My experience with goals is something that is very long. I have been making goals my whole life. I'm involved in cheer, I have been for my whole life, and that requires a lot of goal making. I have a few experiences with making goals and not making goals, one of which with making goals, I decided I wanted to do a tumbling pass, is what we call it in cheer, a full. And so I made a path, I made a goal, I had a deadline. I said I'm gonna do this full by the end of this month. And through making that goal, I was able to land that by myself. And I was so excited because I made that goal. Versus another time when I didn't make a goal and I wanted to do a tumbling pass, I decided I want to do a backflip or a back tug. And so I just said, you know what, I think I can do it, I'm gonna go for it. And needless to say, I landed straight on my face, and I learned about goals ever since then. Always make a goal, always have a direction, and always know what you're doing before you do it. Goals lead to success. That's in personal life, business, just everything. Goals will lead to success. I've told you a little bit about personal life, so I'm gonna go straight into business with saying, how can goals guide business? Well, goals can guide business in a lot of ways, one of which, goals can be long-term and short-term. So that is meaning that you can have long-term goals, which are goals that are either 6 months to a year and longer, or you can have short-term goals, which are a day to up to 6 months. And the difference is that long-term goals are something like you want to increase your sales for your business. Well, a long-term goal is, okay, let's hit reaching out to 20 clients today so that we can hit that goal. So they interact off of each other, they correlate, they're very cohesive, because how do you get to long-term goals? Well, you start with short-term goals. You use something like, okay, reaching out to 20 clients, as in the example before, that's gonna help you reach that goal of increasing your sales, because it's gonna reach out more clients, you're gonna make more product and more revenue, and then you're gonna increase your sales. What else can you do to guide a business, you may ask? Goals create accountability. So that's another way that it can help guide your business. So accountability is hard. To keep yourself accountable, there's a few ways. You be honest with yourself with the goal. Don't do a goal that's way out of your reach and you can't ever get that goal. So be honest with yourself, commit to a schedule. Making a schedule will really help you achieve that goal and hold yourself accountable. And know your why. Why am I doing this goal? That's gonna help you become accountable, because you're gonna be like, oh, I want this goal, I want to increase my sales, so I'm gonna work hard every day to reach out to these clients, so I'm gonna know my why. And then celebrate each time a goal is made. You can give yourself a little incentive, give yourself a prize for making those goals that you set for yourself, and that'll help you in your long-term goal. And what is the most beneficial way that goals can guide a business? That would be, goals are most effective when they are SMART, and I'm talking about SMART, the acronym. So what is a SMART goal? It is a specific goal, it is a measurable goal, it is an achievable goal, it is a relevant goal, and it's a time-bound goal. So all of those things are very important when you're making a goal, because it has to be specific. You can't just have a goal like, I'm gonna increase my sales. Okay, so how are you gonna increase your sales? You have to make it measurable. Okay, I'm gonna increase my sales in 3 years. You have to make it achievable. Is that achievable in 3 years? You have to make it relevant. Is that relevant to your business? Of course, you need to increase your sales for your business, and you have to make it time bound. Again, with the 3 years, you could do a SMART goal like, I'm going to increase my sales by 40% within 3 years for my business. That is a SMART goal, because it's specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's relevant, and it's time bound. For example, someone using a SMART goal, there is a company in the medical field. They're the Southwestern Department of Radiology in Dallas, Texas. They wanted to improve the patient dwell times for outpatient cardiac nuclear medicine exams. And a dwell time, if you don't know what that is, according to medical directory website, is the length of time a therapeutic substance will be retained in the body. So their SMART goal was to reduce patient dwell times for outpatient pharmacological stressed cardiac nuclear medicine exams by 60 minutes over the course of 2 months. So they do have a SMART goal. It's specific, it's measurable, it's relevant, it's time bound, it's all of it. So their start was 270 minutes is what they started at, and their goal was to make it 210. So by 60 minutes is what they wanted to reduce it by, and the time was 2 months. So they actually increased their goal by 45%. They got 184 minutes. That's what they got it down to. So they are advocates for SMART goals. They said that it really helps them reach that goal because of all of the criteria that is in a SMART goal. So to recap, goals can be long and short term. Goals create accountability. Goals are most effective when used SMART. And goals lead to success. So thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I'm Bevington-Clark, and I hope you learned a lot about goals.